This does kind of feel like the divine masculine in denial. The thing about the denial phase, according to our ministry, is that that usually involves somewhere, and it's right on the other side of pseudo union, guys. Denial usually involves a divine masculine who's actually in some sort of contact or communication, even sharing companionship, sharing time with their divine feminine. But this energy feels like that might be the case for, whoa, for some, but it almost feels like a DM who was in denial. They went out of their way to pretend that everything was fine, that nothing was happening or something, and now it's like they can't ignore it. It's just, this is the second time I've tried to do this reading, and I feel something's weird. Something weird is going on. So okay, I already blessed and shuffled, so now we have our spread. Let's just dive right in. What's going on? Huh. The Magician. I feel like I have been in denial. I distracted myself with my goals, both personal and professional. I distracted myself with ideas and what ifs. But as much as I tried to make things happen, it never did. And it's been such a long time that I've been doing the same things over and over and over. And I guess I finally see it. I can't I can't deny it anymore. All the distractions have fallen apart. Everything I thought that I had in my hand, in my control, in my power, it just fizzled out. It was like I could never get anything to stick. And when I finally got so frustrated recently that I just put it all on the table, there was one thing that really stood out. Everything that I had been going towards, everything that I had been moving towards, and everything that was motivating me, especially because of you, I found that I was using you and your energy when I needed it, when I was really struggling. I found that I was good at sticking to what I knew I could succeed at and working my way in circles and beating around the bush at the things I knew would challenge me. And I justified things that normally would really bother me if someone else did it, but if I did it, I always found an excuse. I was so obsessed with these really specific things, but then it was like there was just one part of me that really didn't care or couldn't care, couldn't make the connection. And that part always won. And there would be these moments where I would think about what that meant for us, and instead of getting mad at myself because I knew that it was just prolonging us coming back together, I got mad at you for making me think about you, which doesn't make any sense. But it happened. I was acting and telling myself that I was so strong and I was so mature, but really, I was so childish. I looked down on you and treated you like you were just fantastical and not realistic. And now I see that you are achieving your goals. You're making strides. And I think I'm a little bit jealous. And as I sit with that, I think maybe I always have been. Maybe even not just of you. I think I'm jealous of people who find a way to find their joy, to build the life that they desire, to live the life they imagine in their head and make it play out. I feel like I've been trying to do it for a really long time and everybody else just has like better luck than me or something. But maybe that's not the case. I think I've been working with the wrong information for most of my life. And given how long that's been, I'm really struggling with this feeling. Because I think I've gotten really good at pretending that I'm okay. And telling myself, oh, just let it roll off, but it doesn't. Nothing really does. And I know that I've had opportunities to finally get where I'm trying to go, but normally, I guess I just kind of scoff because I feel like no one gets how hard it is for me. But even now, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep justifying. I can't keep running in circles like this. I'm tired. I feel so old. And I feel like even though I still have life yet to live, I've forced myself into becoming that person that lives a life of regrets. Not regrets their life, but lives a life of regret. Like I'm actively doing it. I'm watching it. I'm seeing it. But I guess that's what happens when you sit in denial for as long as I have. I don't think I just denied us. I think I've denied everything. This is really overwhelming. Because what it tells me is that I have had the power and the capacity to accomplish everything I've ever wanted. Everything I've ever looked at and said, that's for me. That's me. I want that. That's mine. I could have done it, I guess, if I wasn't me. Oh my gosh. If I wasn't so empty right now, I feel like I would be all over the place. It's like every time I find myself stumbling towards a truth about me and my life, I'm so rocked by it that I run away from it. And then I forgot where I found it. And then I forgot where I was going with it. And then, did I really get the truth? Did I really get the message? I don't know. I think it's time that I told myself the truth. But I've gotten really good at avoiding pain. And this is probably going to hurt. I think what's going to hurt the most, though, is seeing what I've done to us and how I pushed you away and into situations that are really hard for me to watch. To see you happy with someone else, to see you living just fine without me, knowing I'm the one who told you to do those things. I can't believe this. I just can't believe it. This isn't the first time or the first situation, the first thing that I've seen myself, you know. I've looked in the mirror and at the situation and thought, you did that. That's your fault, you know? But this is the first one that I can't just roll off my back and keep moving. I can't. Because I want you. I want love, and I'm tired of cheap imitations of it. But I'm not ready for the love that you have. You're so pure and it's so strong to the point that I feel like I will lose myself in it. And I'm so desperate not to lose myself because I did once. And it broke me. You know, this isn't a movie. This isn't a book. Like, you can't have your cake and eat it too, right? I can't sit here and tell you to be alone and to desire me to the point of madness and then also tell you that I don't want to be with you. And yet that's where I find myself right now. This is the childish, foolish nature that I am only just starting to recognize, because now when I can't even answer my own questions about why I can't have this or do that, I have to tell myself the answer. There is no denying it. And I just feel so stupid. Because I know that if I just made a move, made any kind of effort, I know that if I told you that I was ready, you would be ready too. Except as I think about it now, I guess this is the problem, is seeing you so happy makes me wonder if you would be dumb enough to deal with me again, especially as I am. I don't even know what's wrong with me. I don't even know how to start to fix it. And I think that's why I'm so scared. I feel like life gave me so many second chances, and now I could really use one, and I don't feel anything coming. And to get to where you are feels impossible. It did back then, and it does now. How is it possible to feel like someone is your soulmate, but also like life is against you. That's what I always told myself. But now I don't know. Now I feel like it's always just been me creating these problems for myself and getting exactly what I deserve. If I don't have the will to achieve my deepest desires, where am I going to find it to get you back? I don't even know what I would say to you. Hey, I still don't know if I'm ready or not, but I hate this feeling. I think this is the first time I've ever sat with how I sound, you know? Like they say, have you listened to yourself? Do you hear what you're saying? It's like I've never done that until now. I keep playing out these conversations. I keep deciding that this is what I should say. This is what I should say. I should reach out. I should ask. I should do this. And then every time I let it play out, I realize I sound insane. I sound ridiculous. That I wouldn't even know how to answer me. Well, why would I bring that to you? And I just keep going back and forth with everything. It's so exhausting. Because I'm not getting anywhere. I don't feel any better. I don't know what to do. I feel like I lost my chance to be a part of your world. And for a long time, I didn't really think anything of that because I always thought that your world centered around me. I knew how you felt about me. But now I don't know how you feel. You just seem so happy. And now that I've laid everything out on the table and I've looked at what I thought I had versus what I actually have, I'm really worried that you fell in love with the me that was going to achieve all that stuff. The dreamer, you know? But without all these, what I'm realizing now might have been fantastical ideas. I'm nothing. I have nothing. I feel nothing most days. What could you possibly want from me? I am lowly. I really don't have much to offer you. And I'm so dead inside now that I can't imagine why you would ever look back. And this is the first time I've ever had to deal with anything like this, and I kind of feel like I deserve it. You know, they say everything happens for a reason, right? And that things make sense as time passes, and it kind of feels like you were my karma. You're going to be the one that got away. That this whole thing between us was just so that at this very moment in my life, I would feel all the things that I made you and maybe everyone else around me feel. And I know that there's a chance that I'm probably just, giving in to the same negativity and misery that I've always been. But what if it's not that? What if it's really over? I never, not once, considered that. Never. But I can't keep a person in my back pocket. I can't put a person on the back burner. You're not a project. You have a whole life you're living too. And I just am having to sit with that now and recognize what kind of person I am. That I just now had this thought, this moment, that it took jealousy for me to pay attention to what we had. I don't deserve you, not even a little bit. And that's the truth. That's the fear. That's the reality that I'm faced with. And ever since it hit me, I've realized that there's no going back for me. That I lived a life that was empty and selfish. And I've been so love-starved that I starved others when I had love to give. I am a beast of burden. And I don't deserve love. And if by some miracle there was ever a chance for us again, I don't even know if I would let it happen. Because I have no idea how to stop this cycle. And I don't want to trap you in my misery. I don't want you to feel this way. Because I have a feeling that you already have. And for a lot longer than a few days. And I don't think I can handle this. I don't know how you did. But if I'm going to make a real decision to become a better person, I think I should probably start with you. I just don't know how to do that. Sorry about that, y'all. I just needed a second. That was a lot. Oh, man. If you think that this might be your divine masculine, if you think that you need to talk or vent, especially if you might hear from them, hit me up. If you made it to the end, I want you to leave a lion in the comments. I really pray that this person doesn't let cowardice discourage them. Because it's obvious they have no understanding of what unconditional love is.